a new consciousness, a new world order. The new world order is not going to be created through political means. It's going to be created vibrationally through the consciousness that we all agree to come into. And the energy going through me as I'm saying that is just absurdly fantastic. So we're ready. We truly are ready as a spiritual community of love, and that community is globally. So you're going to find this in all the groups that you haven't been partaking in. Okay, so real quickly I'm going to bring through a channeled message. Be aware that the message is a vibrational homecoming. So to open up to it vibrationally, we are frequency beings, and that's where our power is. We are uniting energetically through consciousness, through our power that is driving us home to the new reality that we're setting. So these beautiful people bring it forth through the musical instrument, and in truth, imagine that each of us is a musical instrument, because that's really the truth. It's simply an imagery of our true our true harmony and our true worth. So I'm going to bring through the message, open up vibrationally. We're going to go around the room quickly because there's so many. You will receive a private message. I do offer individual sessions. I am extremely flexible in terms of cost, so don't hesitate if you want an individual session to explore anything further. You can do hours, you can do half, you can do anything you want. I mean, it's really spirit driven in terms of us all receiving the support that we're entitled to. So sit back or sit erect and allow the chi to flow through. There's a restroom right behind Michael, and I only ask that you get up only, if you don't mind, in between the readings, just so I don't break concentration. If you need to leave early, just let me know. Let me know ahead of right now, so I just know who I need to get to first. So if you're wearing white or yellow, okay. I can do that. All right, so a moment, I'm just gonna go up vibrationally and we'll begin. Recorder is not working. How interesting. Hold on.
Technical difficulties.
Well, I guess it's already recording. How interesting. All right, so we'll just do that in sections. Okay. I guess we needed to hear that as well on the recording. That's probably why it happened. Yeah, it's still not doing the click it normally does. Hold on, guys.
Two more people.
And we got 2 more people.
Maybe that's why.
Right. Hi guys, welcome. Okay, it's recording now. Ah, I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay. 20 minutes later. Oh, Lordy, that's where I'm going to run into my difficulty. Starting 20 minutes later. All right, we're all set?
Yes.
We are so set. My extreme apologies for starting late. The good news is that the energies have already descended and they've already been attuning to each of us. So while I feel like we're starting late, in fact, everything is in perfect divine order, is what they're assuring me of. So one moment, please. You are waking up to divine consciousness. You are waking up to your self-worth, and that is what we would like to claim, this self. What is the self about? As you are most willing to explore it, you are being asked to park your seat and move into your future alignment, move into your future destiny. Now, this is what is being afforded to you, your opportunity to sail in peace, in harmony, in alignment with your own soul. You see, there is a soul matrix that is forming. There is an avalanche of energetic support for you to merge with your Christ itself. Now, as such, you must attend to the woundedness that is being presented, your opportunities for releasing those obstacles as such. You are each being provided opportunity, if you will, to address such woundedness, and we would like to shuffle you along. In other words, as energies present, it is not for you to get stuck like quicksand or the fly paper. Oh no, it is for you to recognize that you have the means to rehearse dramas not, but to ascend above this lower consciousness material. Now, as each of you agree and say yes, we pull the plug of fear. You see, you have agreed to this attunement. You have agreed to this alignment. And trust us that we are ready to serve. We are ready to, one moment please. We are ready to establish your new entry, your new gateway into your portal of truth. And as you will agree, we continue to upgrade you. We continue to assert that you have the right to align yourself with truth. Now, in each moment, it is a far cry from yesterday. You see, you are not impoverished consciousness at all. You are the brave soldiers of love that are quickly bringing yourselves into further alignment, into further claiming of your true nature, of your true self, of your true worth. Now, this must be established, your worth, and this is where we have the hesitancy. We have some that are continuing to align with false forecasts. You see, the blemishes of the past, they are not here to daunt you forever. They are continuing to stir, yes, and they are coming up. They are coming up to be administered, to be healed, to be brought forth for release in a permanent sense. You see, so many times of addressing issues over and over and over. Again, we ask you to park the old material. Imagine entering a classroom and you are being asked to bring in your old textbooks, your old loose leaf papers, even your old cheat sheets, you see? Because the ways and means that you have traveled in the past are no longer needed. They are a bit archaic. Now, as we bring forth this ministry, our channeler is being shown the Statue of Liberty, you see? But there is a blindfold on top of her vision, for you have been walking quite in a blinded way, in a blinded sense. Now, as you will agree to such, we have the ability to lift the blindfold. Now, as we do, it is being brought forth for you to address each challenge. You see, this is the part that cannot be attended to on our side of the veil. This is for you to attend to, and we assert that you have the right and the destiny, as you claim such, to do so. These are the times that you have called forth, and each of you have your own forecast, your own aptitude test, if you will, that will show you yourselves that you are made of the right stuff, that you have the inherent right to claim your destiny all along. Now, as you clean your own shelves, as you park the old material or loose leaf books or what have you, and you move into the new realm, in fact, you will align with truth. In fact, you will find that this is a breeze. It is easy peasy as such, because everything that is stirring, everything that is being brought forth is here for your clearing. Imagine there is a tornado or windstorm. You understand, you have the forecast of the hurricane materialization, And what we say is to consider this as a mirroring of what is occurring in your own natural awareness, in your own environment. In fact, there is a storm brewing for each of you. However, it is not an ominous storm, but it is one that is bringing forth sunshine. In each moment, you are heralding in quite an advanced state of truth. Now, as you do so, as you claim such, you must understand that there is a clearing process involved. In other words, we are not genies that simply bring you to a new land and poof. It is for you, it is your time to show your own selves your worthiness, your own selves, your own capability as masters, because clearly you understand you have already moved into the ascension times, the ascension patterns that have been foretold. And it is for you to drink from the chalice of love. It is for you to drink from your own holy grail. And as we present the imagery, the mission to Mars, if you will seek to arrive. You see, imagine you being the astronauts. Imagine you being the heralders of the new wave of truth, of provisions for all. Now, it is quite essential for you, therefore, to attend to business. In other words, this is not the time to hide. This is not the time to fear or to lock yourself in a closed room, never to come out. Oh no, you see, you are being invited to meet each challenge successfully. Now, we cannot emphasize this enough, that as you have the bravery, as you have the wisdom to invite all aspects of self forward, you see, that is what you are facing in each of your individual lives, in each of your individual scripts. You are being met head on with that which is your last test, your last right, as you move forth to victory. So it may be the areas of fear that have been left unchecked, and lo and behold, that which has frightened you and gone bump in the night to scare you, to scare the wits out of you, is presenting itself front and center. Now, it is for you to meet each challenge with the aspect of love. In other words, you are being provided the provisions, the tools, the capabilities. You are strong. You see, mates, you are strong beyond your capacity to receive, and that is what we are stretching, your capacity. As you are most willing to receive, as you are most willing to dream the awareness of truth, you will realize that you have the ability, as you will claim it as such, to arrive. Now, that is what our channeler is doing. That is what she is up to. She is trusting in her own holy self. Now, if she were to turn the keys and trust her egoic self, that would be quite a stretch from the ascension march, yes? In other words, she would go back to the skills quite adeptly, yes, of manipulation, of how do I control the environment to know that I am safe in the morrow. She has turned the corner and has said, I will trust my own holy self no matter what is to be, no matter what is to come. And as you can see, with the room filled, it has proven quite successfully. You see, she is moving into a new vibrational pattern, and she is able to claim more of her true self. Now, you being the mirrors of light are representing the growth, shall we say. We bring this to your holy attention, to your awareness, because each of you are mirrors of our dear channeler. Each of you are claiming more of your worth, more of your administrative value to your own dear hearts. You are all moving into places of power, places of position, places of authority, but you must understand, dear ones, that it is authority over the self. It is recognizing that all those places that scared you, that frightened you, that worried you, that brought holy terror, you see, you have been dreaming the dream of the ego. Now, as you continue to align with such, well, there is not much we can do. We cannot prevent you from continuing to spin your wheels, but you have already said no to the whole kit and caboodle, and you have already arrived, and that is why you are here, and that is why you are strong, and that is why you are quite capable, and that is what we are attuning to, and we are attesting to, and we are agreeing with. And so as we come into agreement with you, you see you are being given more power, you are being given more strength, and you are being given more courage, but you must understand that you must be the one to begin. You must be the one to start the ignition. We cannot start it for you. We can try to get you to look at the vehicle. We can try to get you to look at the key ring. But the two must come to meet through your agreement, through your ascension appointment. And that is where we are headed. Each of you are being invited to move into a place of wholeness, into a place of resonance, into a place where you can truly align with your at-one-ment, with your true capacity to recognize that all the challenges of the night, all the fearful places of the heart, it is truly a dream consciousness that is being turned on its side. You see, as you take a child's toy, yes, and you have one side, as you turn it, you have a whole new kaleidoscope of colors. Now, as you will make the agreement, what you will be discovering is, in truth, this is what we have been hinting at all along. While you have been dreaming and at times enjoying this travel of the egoic consciousness reality, in fact, as you simply turn your attention to a new avenue of possibilities, you will find that you will easily adopt the colors of your new tomorrow. In fact, you will welcome in the awareness of the enlightened consciousness of the Christ self. Now, there is no one without exception that is not ready to align and to enjoy this type of ministry, this type of captivating tomorrow. Now, as you do so, and as you claim yourselves to have the right to begin, you will notice how easily the parts begin to fall together. Many of your worries, many of your struggles, how is this all to be? You must understand that you have been driving yourself silly, yes, because you have been looking at such through the strained vision of yesterday's material. But remember, we asked you to take all of your loose leaves, all of your binders, all of your notebooks, even the cheat sheet material, and place it in the front of the classroom, because we are moving into a new category. You are moving into a new classroom. You are moving into a new horizon. So it is for you, dears, to welcome yourselves home, for you to make the agreement and to say, yes, I am ready to begin. I am ready to discover life, my true life, because you see the ego hole that you have been attending to, it is struggling to keep up, you see, because you are acknowledging your worth, you are acknowledging your bravery, and you are acknowledging the awareness that truly you are already home. And so we bring this attunement, we bring this to a closure, but only in terms of voice. We are moving about the cabin. Despite the tight fit of the room, we are attuning to each of you, yes? So, be it as it may, you may recognize that you are a new being as you exit the premises. We ask you to keep it up. In other words, to keep dreaming of the possibilities. Whatever you meet, whichever aspect of your beloved self will greet you in the parking lot, in the grocery store, tomorrow, or the next day at work, it is quite important that you realize that all is being assembled to bring you home, to remember that all aspects of self are to be loved, are to be cherished, are to be nourished, are to be welcomed home. Because you are being groomed, you are being trained, shall we say, for your next appointment. Now, some of you will recognize that your appointment does not take much leave. It does not require traveling. Some of you are going to pick up and move abroad. Some of you are moving in and out of relationship. It is quite apparent that change is the order of business. When you recognize how you are being supported and loved and guided into these new places, into these new soul relationships, you see, you are bonding in your soul group matter. Now, there is more to come, you see, because, dear ones, as you continue to surrender to the light, as you surrender to your higher self, you will move into your true destinies. So we say, first things first, step by step. For now, there is still much clearing that will occur on an individual basis. Now, as you continue to see yourselves as individuated consciousness, you may have a bit of a harder time. We ask you to plug in, therefore, to Source, to recognize that Source is in charge of your destiny. as you take the deep holy breaths and align with your true self, you will recognize that all things are coming together for good. And that which at first may seem to be a bit troubling or a bit puzzling, in fact, has an answer key already built in. Now, these are words you have heard before, but understand there is tremendous power that is descending in and through you. You are not, as you will agree to it, without strength, without power. We ask you to get quite familiar with this exercise, with this increase in consciousness, because you all pack a powerful punch. In fact, some of you are wondering why things are going topsy-turvy. You are not realizing that you truly are in charge of the order of the day. So remember that we are guiding you, we are supporting you. Indeed, you may consider us to be an extension of your own holy selves. Is it